Right now on 12, breaking news in our borough as a 3-alarm fire burns through buildings on Olmsted Avenue. We have the details from the scene. Plus, emergency officials fill the streets of Soundview for a manhole fire. Did it spread to nearby businesses? And we have a live traffic and transit report showing you the latest conditions. And meteorologist Mike Favetta has your weather on the 2s.
As local news gets, News 12, the Bronx.
Good morning and thanks for waking up with us. I'm Kelsey. It's President's Day, Monday, February 15th. We'll have your top stories in a moment, but first, here's Ian Stark with traffic. Good morning, Ian. Breaking news this morning out of Parkchester, a fire ripping through a 3-story building. Fire crews working as we speak to try and get it under control. News 12 The Bronx reporter John Diaz was first on scene. He's now at Homestead Avenue with the latest on this. John, what can you tell us? John, we'll check in with you as warranted. Thank you very much. Moving on here, today is a federal holiday, so there are a bunch of changes you should know about. There will be no regular mail delivery service today. No garbage, recycling, or organics will be collected today either. Here's a look at what's closed. Schools, government offices, including courts, the Department of Motor Vehicles, and all libraries will not be open. For another look at any of this information, just go to our website, news12.com, and click on the numbers and links section. Turning now to Boynton Avenue and Soundview, where a police investigation is underway. Cops say a 28-year-old man was shot in the stomach. He was rushed to St. Barnabas Hospital in stable condition. Police say the gunman is a man who was wearing a face mask. No word yet on what led up to the shooting. To Soundview now, where firefighters rushed to the scene of a manhole fire. There's word the flames may have spread to a nearby store. Officials say it started around 9 in the evening on White Plains Road near Story Avenue. Firefighters were on scene going into a Sprint store with hoses trying to put out the flames. No one was injured. I'm Kelsey Miner, and this is News 12 The Bronx. We are as local news gets. Another check of your hyperlocal forecast ahead. Plus this, one local business is trying to help keep Bronxites warm. We'll tell you how. That story is next. We continue to follow breaking news on Olmsted Avenue, a 3-alarm fire burning through multiple floors of a building. Let's get you the picture. You can see firefighters are still on scene fighting the fire. They say broke out just around 5:30 this morning. No injuries have been reported yet. Stay with News 12 as we continue to bring you more on this developing story. Several couples spent the chilly Valentine's Day saying "I do" high in the sky. The weddings taking place yesterday in the Empire State Building. Officials say the couples got the chance for the wedding after winning a contest for most touching love stories. And after the wedding, several of the couples braved the cold to have their pictures taken on the observation deck. All right, time for weather on the 2s with meteorologist Mike Favetta. And Mike, a chilly wedding that was in rain today.
Right, I mentioned earlier how you go up.
Right now on 12, more than 100 firefighters battle an overnight blaze that spread to at least 3 buildings in Greenpoint. Plus, the battle lines drawn in Washington over replacing Justice Antonin Scalia in the Supreme Court. The arguments from both sides ahead. We'll also take a live look outside at your morning traffic conditions, and meteorologist Mike Favetta is here with your hyperlocal forecast on the 2s. News 12 Brooklyn starts now.
As local news gets, News 12 Brooklyn.
Good morning and thank you for waking up with us. It's President's Day. I'm Kelsey Miner. Here's traffic. At least 3 people are displaced after a massive fire nearly burns their house to the ground. It started on Diamond Street last night and continued into the early morning hours. News 12 Brooklyn reporter Tony Chow is at the scene in Greenpoint with more. Good morning, Tony. A new ramen restaurant, Ryujin Ramen, opening in Williamsburg just in time for the cold weather. The owner of the restaurant says they are serving a secret dish made of one of the most popular broths in Japan. A broth he says is so time sensitive to make that he'll only be making 10 servings a day. The owner says the restaurant has 2 sister locations in Japan. While the weekend's bitter blast stopped outdoor Valentine's Day plans for some, other couples found a unique way to stay warm. The owner of Yo BK, Kate Davies, held a special Valentine's Day inspired class on Sunday, encouraging couples to come spend an hour together exercising. One participant we spoke with said the experience helps you get much closer to your partner.
It's a really fun thing to do with friends or with your partner because yoga's really about getting to know yourself, self-realization. So doing that with somebody else, it just means that you get to know them so much better.
For more information on the Yo BK Bikram Yoga Studio, head over to news12.com and click on Numbers and Links tag. And several couples spent the chilly Valentine's Day saying "I do" high in the sky. The weddings taking place yesterday in the Empire State Building. Officials say the couples won the chance for the wedding after winning a contest for most touching love stories. And after the wedding, several of the couples braved the cold to have their pictures taken on the observation deck. I'm Kelsey Minor, and you're watching News 12 Brooklyn on a Monday morning, and we are as local news gets. Coming up, Kanye West goes on a Twitter rant and confesses he's having major financial problems. But first, here's Mike.
Our forecast looking a bit snowy.
Music fans, tonight is your night for award shows. The Grammys, hosted by LL Cool J, is held in Los Angeles. Kendrick Lamar, Taylor Swift, and The Weeknd all have the chance to be big winners tonight. Lady Gaga will also take the stage for a special tribute to the late David Bowie. The show is set for 8 p.m. on CBS. Time now for Weather on the Twos with meteorologist Mike Pavetta. Let's see if we can get Mike to sing the forecast. How about that?
No, I have a question. Is it always has this like a new thing they do it on a Monday now instead of a Sunday night?
It's always on a Sunday,
Maybe
right?
the holiday having something to do with it.
All right.
Well, that's when winter weather's like, oh, it's a holiday, let's snow. That's what it's going to be doing this afternoon.
You're getting out of singing this forecast, huh?
Totally not happening.
And I'm Kelsey Minor, and this is News 12 Brooklyn. More hyperlocal headlines, weather, and sports coming up after the break, so stay with us.